YouTube, what did YouTube? Say What TV on Dre Day. And it's not quite Sunday yet. Well, by the time y'all see this, it'll be Sunday. But I don't often get a chance to go to church because I work so much. But I want to leave y'all with a little bit of inspiration. And this is going to be coming from Rev Ike, the late great. And he has an interesting way of viewing the words of the Bible, and I kind of gravitate to it more, I would say, but I just like the way he explains things and lays it out. But this is going to be Rev Ike getting rid of self-limiting, self-defeating thoughts for your Sunday prayer, worship, however you want to call it. But need a little word here and there every now and then for motivation. Let's check it out.
Now the lesson today is a continuation of...
Oh. 1 second. Technical difficulties.
the series titled Incidents in the Life of Jesus, an Esoteric Study. This includes the words of Jesus. And I have a double subject to this lesson, as I do to most of them, but you know from experience that I don't let my subject interfere with what I have to say. See, I use my subject. I don't let my subject use me. The same with money. I don't serve money. Money serves me. I'm not the servant of money. Money is my servant. And as long as you keep it that way, there's no sin. There's no evil. So anyway, I have a double subject. The first part of the subject is this, and shout it back after me. Overcoming self-created, self-accepted limitations.
Overcoming self-created, self-accepted limitations.
Now here is the same thing in a less intellectual way. Take the limit off of God.
Take the limit off of God.
And the purpose of this lesson today is to help us get rid of self-limiting, self-defeating thoughts. And I want to tell you something that may sound rather astounding to you from the very beginning. You are the only person that can defeat you. Is that so, Reverend? What about God? God is not in the business of defeating you. You see, that's another thing you have to get straight. When Jesus came here and he said to us, my purpose for coming here is that you might have life and that you might have it more abundantly. See, God's already on your side. All you have to do is get on God's side. What did I say? God is already on your side. All you have to do is get on God's side. God has never been off of your side. God is for you. But you see, you have to turn your mind around so that your mind is working for you and not against you. And it's good to know that nobody can defeat you but you. And how do you defeat yourself? With self-limiting, self-defeating ideas. You cannot be defeated until you believe that you are defeated. It reminds me of the man that I talk about sometimes. He tried every way that he could to succeed, and everything he tried failed, just flopped. So he said, well, I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to write a book. And he wrote a book titled, How I Failed in Everything I Tried to Do. And the book became a bestseller. But you see, he just kept trying. He never accepted defeat. He even made defeat a success. And listen, this is the secret of successful people. when you really become success-minded, you will make success even out of defeat. There's another old saying I'll throw at you here, and it's a good one. If life hands you a lemon, make lemonade. What did I say? If life hands you a lemon, make lemonade. Don't just sit there sucking the sour lemon crying, ooh, ooh. You got a lemon, what are you going to do? Make lemonade. I love to hear the Caribbean Steel Band. How many of you have ever heard the Caribbean Steel Band? I remember once Liberace had a Caribbean Steel Band as a part of one of his shows. And they played everything on those old oil cans that you could imagine, including the Hallelujah Chorus. I was blissed out. It was all I could do to stop them talking in tongues in the back of that sophisticated place where all this was going on. But do you know how they got started? After the Second World War, on those Caribbean islands, there were a lot of old empty oil drums that were just in the way. They were a nuisance. There were so many old empty oil drums everywhere. But somebody got an idea and began to make music out of the nuisance. I can take my seeming defeat and make a great success out of it. Say that. I can take my seeming defeat and make a great success out of it. So I want every one of you here today, maybe it seems like in certain areas of your life things have not been going as you wanted them to go. Remember that at that very point where you seem to be defeated, there is an occasion for great success. I like the way Dr. Shula says it. Turn your scars into stars. Say it. Turn your scars into stars. But to quote him again, you see, it takes guts to leave the ruts. It takes guts to leave the ruts. We are going to read 3 texts. 2 texts, actually. The first is from the lips of Jesus, St. Matthew, the 9th chapter, the 29th verse in the King James Version of the Bible. And I want you to shout these words back at me. I want you to shout these words back at me like thunder so that they'll hear you up at the police station. You ready? According to your faith. According to your faith. So be it. So be it. Unto you. Unto you. Now we're going to put it in the first person. And if you've got a hand free, I want you to touch yourself. According to my faith. According to my faith. So be it. So be it. Unto me. Unto me. Now we're going to read the Science of Living version of that very same text. Reverend Ike, what's Science of Living version? My transliteration, that's what it is. Here it is. According to your ideas about yourself. According to your ideas about yourself. So be it unto you. So be it unto you. Now let's put it in the first person. According to my ideas about myself, so be it unto me. According to my ideas about myself, so be it unto me. I want to stop for a moment and talk about the word faith. Faith can be described in many different ways. I'd like to describe faith for the purpose of this particular study as your idea about yourself. If you want to be theological about it, you can expand it to say, well, faith is my idea about God. Yeah, that's true. But when you get right down to it, faith is your idea about yourself, because I'll tell you something else. You know, a man's God is just like him. And what you think about another person is really what you think about yourself, on the subconscious level at least. Now, let's read the text from Rev Ike. The soul must meet and overcome
The soul must meet and overcome
all
all
of its self-accepted,
of its self-accepted,
self-created
self-created
limitations.
limitations.
You may be seated for a few moments.
That was the late, great Rev Ike. That's a little testimony to myself, getting out of my comfort zone and beginning my YouTube journey and see where it takes me. But this has been Say What TV. I am your boy Dre Day. Y'all have a good one.